It's kind of crazy how unpredictable this National Football League world we live in truly is. It's kind of crazy that the Kansas City Chiefs become the first ever repeat champion to come up with 15 regular season wins in their three-peat campaign. They are the first team since T.J. Jefferson's Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, those years
to
ago.
make the championship game in their back-to-back winning seasons. Chris's Patriots did not. In the first two Super Bowls NFL Network ever covered, and this is my 22nd season. The Denver Broncos did not. And it's kind of wild that the Denver Broncos are the ones who prevented the Patriots from making the AFC Championship game the year that they went for a three-peat. The Broncos didn't make it because Elway said, I'm retiring. I'm going to play golf. And here we are. And it's not just any Chiefs team. Andy Reid with his 300th career win, including the postseason, in making a seventh straight AFC Championship game with the greatest winner we have in team sports in North America and maybe around the world right now. I'm saying that even though I know the football audience might say, wait a minute, there's a bigger winner than Patrick Mahomes. Even though Travis Kelce is surpassing Jerry friggin' Rice in so many different postseason categories of note. In many respects, he definitely is the clubhouse leader in the world's most famous boyfriend as well. And it's amazing that the number one most fascinating figure entering conference championship weekend is none of the above.
Yeah, right? Good call on that.
None of the above. It is Jayden Daniels, without question, the most fascinating figure in these playoffs remaining because of who he is and what he is and the makeup of all of the above there. It is amazing what he has already accomplished and what he has right in front of him to accomplish on Sunday for the Washington Commanders. I have in my hands let me get this right here, a 21-page research packet on the NFC Championship game alone.
Nice.
There are 4 pages on Jayden Daniels alone of stats and what he has done and what he can do. We all know the whole idea of first rookie making the Super Bowl. We know also that he is, without question, just with the eye test, the most dynamic and winning and superior rookie quarterback ever. And the amazing thing about all that is he's got more room to separate himself. He's the first Washington quarterback to win multiple road playoff games in a single postseason already. Just that's it.
Like ever?
Ever. Washington as a team has never won multiple road playoff games in a single postseason. Daniels could become the 6th quarterback with 3 road wins in a single postseason since 1950. Daniels has the best rookie passer rating in 10 road games in 2024 in the history of the NFL. He can become the first rookie quarterback to win 8 or more road games, including the playoffs, ever. Yeah, hello. You also have Daniels with a passer touchdown interception ratio 4-0, 116.2 passer rating in the postseason in 2024. That's the best by a rookie quarterback in the postseason in NFL history. Daniels has a 110 or better passer rating in both playoff games in 2024, and he's the first rookie quarterback with such a passer rating in multiple playoff games ever. 654 offensive yards in this postseason. If he gets 45 offensive yards at all, he would surpass Russell Wilson in that regard. I could go on and on, but don't let me go on and on.
I kind of want you to.
Oh, okay, sure. You want me to?
Yes, this is
all
awesome.
Right, all right.
I love this dude.
Here we go. Here's the rookie quarterback records he has in sight. He could be the first to win a conference championship game, the first to win 3 road games in a playoffs, the first to defeat a number 1 total defense on the road in the playoffs. He just became the first to defeat a number 1 total offense in the playoffs, period, home or away. The first to defeat a divisional opponent on the road in the playoffs. The most quarterback wins in a rookie season, including playoffs. Most offensive touchdowns in a rookie season, including playoffs. He needs 2. He needs 6 passing yards to have the most passing yards in a rookie postseason, and 1 touchdown to have the most passing touchdowns in a rookie postseason.
Is that good?
That's what's going on. That's what's happening. And, oh, by the way, what the Commanders used to be, a.k.a. football team, a.k.a. Redskins, a.k.a. Dan Snyder's plaything, that he would just basically, with the exception of some occasional bursts of competence and excitement.
That's a good fantasy name.
He basically just destroyed and sucked the life out of the fan base and the area and the interest of the business folk in the area to do business with him. And in 2 years after he leaves, look at what's happening right now. So don't take my word for it. Let's just go around the soundbite dial here. Here's his head coach, Dan Quinn, who right now on the verge of making a Super Bowl would have an opportunity to take the Commanders to the Super Bowl in a coaching career everybody thought was dead and buried after he got fired by a team that he had up 28-3 in a Super Bowl. And this is what he had to say about Jayden Daniels' smile on his face, even after taking hits that he knows he shouldn't take.
He is an elite competitor. He really is. It's one of the things I admire most about him, that he just doesn't back down from the moments. I'd like to see less smiling in that instance and more in some of the others. But one thing that he does do, if you watch him in the game, he can stay in it a really long time. He does not do this. And some of the times you see him excited or maybe just smiling at the end when we're going to victory formation, because like on the sideline, like, you know, he is the Terminator. Like there's not a lot of stuff that's going to go on externally. He can really stay in it.
Great description. I turned to Susie the other day watching the game. I'm like, you know what he looks like to me? Where he's great right out of the box, and he's unflappable, and it doesn't seem like he sweats, and he makes plays that just go, whoa. I use this analogy frequently for athletes like this. Roger Federer doesn't sweat. I covered the U.S. Open many, many years. I don't think I ever saw Roger Federer sweat once.
No.
Where does he get it from? He was asked that in his press conference for championship weekend on Wednesday.
EQ, we talked to him today, said when he sees you on the sideline, you're like the Terminator, just dialed in. Why is the moment, do you think, never too big for you?
I just think for me, football is just it's fun, and like I said, it's like a safe haven for me. Everything I've been through personally in my life, so you know, I'm not really going out there and stressing about the moment, because at the end of the day, I get to do what I love each and every week. You know, win, lose, or draw. So it's just a blessing to be one of those kids that are able to fulfill their dream and live out their dream of playing on Sundays in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. And the Commanders follow him. They've averaged the most points per game by any team in NFL history that had a rookie as its leading passer. They were a bottom 10 scoring offense in all 6 seasons from 2018 to 2023. And right now they're averaging 28.5 points a game. Don't take their word for it either. Vic Fangio, who I can attest, throws around compliments like manhole covers He's the defensive coordinator charged with trying to beat Jayden Daniels, by the way, for a second time, as Jayden Daniels is the only guy, because Vic Fangio got 5 takeaways against Jayden Daniels in the Commanders' win over Philadelphia, because Jayden Daniels kept on being like this instead of the roller coaster. Think about it. A rookie was part of an offense that gave away the ball 5 times. And he's like, okay, I'll just fire one in the end zone at the end of the game and win it anyway. And that serves, at present, the only loss the Eagles have suffered since their Week 5 bye. Otherwise, we'd be talking about a team on a 14-game win streak going into this NFC Championship game. This is what Vic Fangio had to say about Jayden Daniels.
He's a young quarterback by birth certificate, not by the tape. You know, the guy's playing extremely well. You could tell how much they think he's playing, you know, so good by the volume of their offense, the things they trust him to do. And he's come through for them in a big way. Yeah, he's tough to him.
Now, again, I know Eagles fans are like, yeah, Hurts got hurt early in that game. Fine, we'll throw that out if you want to. Whatever. What Jayden Daniels done since then. And the fact that he said he could see on tape what this team is handing him, what they're putting on his plate, is exactly the point I've been making for a few days here, is that the greatest rookie quarterback I've ever seen in covering the NFL 24/7, 365 with NFL Network. First full season we ever covered, because we came on in the middle of 2003, was 2004. And the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 2 saw Tommy Maddox go down due to injury against the Ravens in Week 2.
Touchdown Tommy.
And in comes the 12th overall selection out of Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger, threw a couple touchdowns in the loss. Then the Steelers did not lose. Did not lose until the AFC Championship game. And as a matter of fact, the 14 wins that Ben Roethlisberger came up with was a record for a rookie to this very year, until he got company with Jayden Daniels tying him. And Jayden Daniels, with a win on Sunday, would surpass him for the most rookie season wins, including the playoffs. Roethlisberger, during that time, of all those wins, had over 25 attempts in a game once. That's it. The rest of the time, it was, hey, Ben, hands on 10 and 2.
You see 36 back there? Just hand him the ball.
Or do you see Dick LeBeau's defense? Okay. Don't screw it up. As a matter of fact, the loss to the Ravens was capped off by a pick six. You could see I looked at the video of it today. I listened to the Chris Berman NFL Prime Time highlights. Yeah. By the way, Dion was in that game.
Oh, right. Wearing number 37.
Correct. He got hurt and he didn't finish for the Ravens. But long story short, you could see he wasn't on the same page as the receivers. I mean, but what I'm mentioning to you is, like, just don't screw it up. I mean, Ben, in his 3 win over Philadelphia, was 11 of 18, 10 of 16 in a win over Cleveland, 9 of 20 in a win over Washington. The time he had 25 on the head, it was 21 of 25 at Dallas. I mean, his passer rating was through the roof. On occasion, he was up and down, even with winning all those games. Not Jayden Daniels, gents. Not at all. They put everything on his plate. And just, again, don't take anyone else's word for it. How about the GOAT himself on his Let's Go podcast? Does I have to say it?
Let's go.
This says it all, man. Again, like I said, Tom Brady wants to talk about the makeup of a quarterback that's ahead of his time. Who would know about that? Anybody? Oh, yeah. Tom Brady. This is what he had to say about Jayden Daniels.
How do we really evaluate confidence? How do we evaluate poise? Because some people have it. The moments aren't too big for them. They look at the challenge and they think about, man, this is going to be amazing when we go out and beat these guys. And other guys look at the challenge and go, oh man, I really don't want to mess up. And I think that fear of failure instilled in a lot of people in early points of their life keeps them from the ultimate confidence that they have in themselves, which allows them to grow to their maximum potential. So even though Jayden Daniels is just a rookie, he has that poise and confidence. Imagine, I guess, another correlation would be, look at a young Tiger Woods. He never had proven on the big stage that he was ready for those big moments in the Masters in '97. But he had proved that to himself in all those junior amateurs that he won, that he didn't care who he was playing. It was him versus him. And when you're a great competitor, you don't care your age, you don't care where you're going, you just care about your inner belief in yourself. He has that, and that's something that is very difficult to teach. I see it in coaches, I see it in players, I see it in other great sports figures. You believe you're the magic, and I think that's where the magic comes from.
Love it. First to lead the team in rushing yards in a regular season and make the playoffs. First to throw 2 or more passing touchdowns in a road playoff win. First to lead a team in passing and rushing yards in a playoff win. First to defeat a number 1 scoring offense in the playoffs. First to defeat multiple top 5 scoring offense in the playoffs. First to defeat multiple number 1s overall drafted quarterbacks in the playoffs. First to have 300 or more offensive yards in multiple playoff games. First to have 100 better passer rating in multiple playoff games. First to win multiple playoff games without a top 3 scoring defense. Highest passer rating in road games, including playoffs. Most offensive yards in rookie season, including playoffs. All Super Bowl era records. Most fascinating figure in the NFL playoffs is a kid who, at this point last year, we were all wondering, is he even going to be considered in the area code of the 2nd overall pick? Jayden Daniels. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.